Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ravinia Festival. Please locate the exit nearest your seat. The closest exit may be behind you. Please note that the taking of photographs, including the use of camera phones and the use of audio or video equipment, is strictly prohibited. As a courtesy to the artist and your fellow patrons, please ensure that all mobile phones, pagers, and any item that rings, buzzes, or flashes and has an on-off switch have been silenced. We appreciate your consideration. Thank you for making it a great day at Ravinia.
As well as the concerts. It's always wonderful to have a loyal audience. We are delighted to have Leon Fleisher back. We missed him last summer, and we're so happy he's back here. And without further ado, I'll hand over the stage to him, and we look forward to a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks. Actually, you know what would be wonderful? If I could get a music stand back here. That would be useful. I'm talking to a blank door, but I have the feeling, you see? Thank you. That's called knowing your Ravinia. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Welcome to another one of these. I didn't hear what Miriam said, but the first time I came to this lovely place to play, actually, was 70 years ago. This year, 70. I played with a rising young conductor. His second visit to Ravinia, his name was Bernstein, Leonard Bernstein. So, we are going to hear first movement of Schubert G Major Sonata, played by Shir Semmel. Okay, good. You have a copy there? Wonderful. Thank you, Shir. That was very lovely. Extraordinary how the music of Schubert, this incredibly kind of bittersweet quality, even the tunes in major somehow carry the implications of something so sad behind them. Very beautiful, very lovely. As I always do in these sessions, I like to find out from you what perhaps less than pleased you. What are things you might want to think about or change?
Yeah, the main thing, it's hard for me to keep it coherent.
Right.
All together.
Right. Yeah, that's a challenge.
Also, in the development, to have a kind of dolce, fortissimo, and not being too harsh.
Okay, well that.
Dolce is not the right word.
Yeah.
Not to be too harsh in that.
Well, you can control that by when you play your forte or your fortissimo, not to thrust too fast or not too vertically, kind of slide more. That slows the key down just a wee bit and takes the impact out of those attacks. The other, however, the organizing it in time and keeping it in one great arch is I think the big challenge. And for the most part, I think you do it. Some places, as you perhaps get louder sometimes, or nerves take over or something, you foreshorten those spaces, the time that a sound resounds. Why do they say resounds instead of resounds? Zounds. For me, the way to achieve this is really tough because it's in 12/8 in a bar. That's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 per bar. Goes on. That's a problem. But you basically do it in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But one wants to hear these long notes. Why does Schubert make that decision? Why does he make that choice to have these chords resound for almost 6/8 worth in the first bar, twice? The way I've been able to work it out, it's a little bit labored, maybe. But one of the ways that we keep in time is to feel the pulse inside. but feeling one da da dee da da ba dee da da dee da ba da da da. That really kind of, it doesn't allow you to listen or enjoy the way that chord resonates in the air. So what I do is I ti da da team, ba ba da da team, ba dee da da dee da da team. So I fill in only 4 of those 8th notes, leading to the silent, the last one, which allows me to kind of, instead of, even the word is so anti-musical. Beat. There are 4 beats in the bar. And one always thinks of these, a beat is a vertical event in the adventure of the piece of music, which is a horizontal experience, a horizontal activity from the first note to the last. It passes through time. And in going horizontally, it defies the most powerful force on earth, which is gravity. We're defying gravity all the time. No, you can't get us, old bad gravity. When we zoom up, and even when we release from that and come down, we're still defying gravity. So this little silent yum pam pam pa, ba-dim pam 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 has a lift to it. He ba bam ba da dim ba ba pi ba ba ba. I think that's probably why it takes on this almost consecrated quality, because he alternates between the tonic, not the dominant, but the tonic and the subdominant. He goes to C major, which is Amen, right? Play C major and G major. No, it's the other way around. That's Amen, right? Well, what could I have expected? Sorry, dear. Terrible thing to say. Yes. Let me move over here. Come. I think you can even take more ta dee da da dee, pa pi ya da dee, ya ba 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 da ba pi, la la dee. You were getting a beautiful sound. La la. Yeah. Come. Pedal first. Yeah, come. Better. 2, 3, bum. Ba bum ba 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 ba. Lift. More. Yes. 3 down, not impatient. Ba 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 ba. Yes, it's almost as though the opening you hear through a closed window. And then this window opens, and then you get the sound directly. So there should be, I think, that much change. Yeah, he marks the opening pianissimo. Right. Once more from the ear, C major. Top voice. Yeah. Why do I feel that's early? Ti da da team. ba ba da da. It's early. Da da dee, ba ba da da dee, ya da ba ba, da dee da dee da 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 dee, ba da dee da 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 dee, ba ba. And now move, ba ba. Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift. Now from far away, light arms, nothing. Ba, ba. La, la, da, da. Yeah, even here, the idea of ya, da, 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 wait. Ya, da, 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 wait. Then move, da, 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 wait. Ba, 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 ba. Wait and move. Ba, 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 ba. Different color for the major. Ba, ba, wait. Ba, 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 be, ba, ba, ba. Nice. Ba, 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 da, 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 dee, da, da, dee. Back off, da. Yeah, you might change pedal, da, float, da, way. That's nice. Yeah, ba da 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 dee, ba, dee, da dee da 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 dee da da yum, ba da da yum. Da da dee da da dee da 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 da. Yeah, soften those, round out those attacks. That's nice. Da da, good. And da 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 ba 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 ba. Nothing. Ba 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 yum ba ba yum ba. Ba ba be ba be long da 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 ba ba be be ba ba yum ba ba ya ba ba bum ba ba da re da 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 yum ba 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 be ba ba. Nice stream ba yum. Yeah, in all of these, go up a little bit. When you're rigid like that, it comes out a little square. Otherwise, very beautiful. Good. Go ahead. From the B. This quality of kind of smiling through tears is just so, for me, so inescapable in this music. Quite amazing, quite astounding. Come. Tum ba ba yum ba 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 bee ba ba da dee ba ba beam ba bum ba dum ba ba dim da da yum da da ti da da dum ba ba dum ba ba. That's better. Yes, that's better. The first half of the bar gets this lilt, this swing, yum, ba ba, yum, ba ba. Then rum, ba 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 ba, yum, ba ba, yum, ba ba, ra ta ta. Good. Go ahead with the 16th. more busy. Dee-da, pee-da, 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 pee-da. Light but busy. Dee-da, 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 dee-da. That's very lovely. Dee-da, 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 dee-da. Nice. Move. Yeah. You don't really take over in the left hand. Give the right hand off to the left. Just one moment. That was very lovely. That was even better than when you played it. We get these long series, pages of 16th notes. And so often they, in the trade, they're known as railroad tracks, because you have the parallel lines that make them 16ths, rather than the single line of 8th notes or the triple line of 32nds. How to unrailroad them, and I think the best way is to look for patterns and enjoy and somehow manifest or realize the patterns. Yum, bum, bum, and then tua-pa-pa. This becomes melodic. Each one is a neighbor to the other, and then ta-da-ti pattern, and then ta-da-ti-da-da-yum-pa-pa-pa. Bum bum po-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-da. Oh, bum bum bum. Even there, da-di-da-da-da. The implication is always a lilt, a dance. Bum bum. That's nice. That's nice. Light. Yes, of course. Good for you. Dum bum bim bum ba di adi 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 adi. Very good. Give off to the left hand. That's it. And 2, 3, 4. Right. Yeah. He wants to stop. He makes it very clear.
Yeah, what I tried to end there.
What?
That's
Yeah, I see. Okay.
I wasn't going to play,
I see.
but it's a bad idea. Okay.
No, yeah, it's yeah, so it's a little labored, I think, somehow. Tum-pa-da, but just listen then, and now dance. Yeah. We work in 2 dimensions. We work in the dimension of dynamics, which is loud and soft and everything in between. And we work in the dimension of time. We can use time as, as an organizer, as an element of flexibility. Those characteristics of expressivity are characteristics that use these 2 dimensions, and usually when you use them to an extreme or you stretch them beyond the metronome, they become more meaningful and more powerful in the experience. We're somehow taught to play with the same kind of evenness, or make music with the same kind of evenness as a metronome, or to avoid that mechanical, we play without a kind of basic pulse that makes the music inevitable. I think what I'm trying to say is that when you want to become more expressive, don't be afraid to, and this is a very powerful word, don't be afraid to distort either time or dynamics. So in something like, I'll just rewrite notes, but he writes yum pa pa pa, yum pa pa pa, yum pa pa pa, yum pa pa pa, or ya pa 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 pa, ya pa 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 pa, ya pa 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 bum, ya pa pa pa, rim pa pa bum pi, ya pa bum pi, ya pa bum pi, ya pa pa. Yes, don't play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, da 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 dee, da 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 dee, da 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 dee. That's in time, but you must pa bum pi, ya pa bum, ya pa bum pi, ya pa bum. Dum pa pa bum pi, ya pa bum. Nice, very good. I explained that very badly. You come forward, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, da da, dum, pa 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 pa, pi pa, off. Then back, dum pa 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 dum, as though nothing happened. Bim ba da bum, bim ba da bum, bim ba ba, ba 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 ba. Ba da da, pa pa yum, pa bum pa pa pi, pa 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 la la. Yeah. Da 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 pa 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 la la di. And ba 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 ba. Yeah, bass line was a little predominant. Yeah, it was a bit too loud, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The tenor voice.
Oh,
That's more interesting than
I see. Sure, probably. Well, then lean your hand towards that. Don't lean it to the fifth finger, because that's what you'll get. Okay, when you get bored, you can go for crazy inner voices. Lovely. Very good. Ti da da dee, cha-dum da da dee, and da dee da da da. Yes, I don't know why I hear after this da dee, da 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 da. You stop there instead da 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 dee da dum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Da dim pa ba da 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 da. Da dim pa ba da 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 dim pa ba. Da non sta da di da di da 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 di da 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 di da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da dim da da dum, da da dum, sha da 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 dim, sha da la la da la 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 da dee. Off. time, and back, da-da-dee, ya, ba, 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 ba. Yeah, a little exaggerated. Da-da-dee, da-da, da-da-dee, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, lovely. That was and listen good. Da 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 da. Listen. Da 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 piano. For the first time. The louder you get, the looser, but keep it going. Yeah, I guess that's legitimate. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I would go to it. Always this kind of generic stretching out for emphasis. It's just the stomach hanging over the belt. It just makes it fat, and it takes the directness, the power out of it. All right? Can you do the last bar? C minor, 6/4. Right. And da 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 ding. Right. And da da ding. Ra da 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 ding. Tra da da ding. Tra la 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 da dee. Different sound. Go up with it. I didn't mean to play staccato. It's all right. Good. More bow. That's it. Yeah. Can you make sure that when your left hand comes in, it's the same tempo? That's it. Yeah, that's the gold point. And I felt that you kind of came down before it instead of leading to it. Back off a bit. Different sound. Hold your arms. That's better. That's nice. Little crescendo and Yeah, do me a favor once. Stay there. Then when you're ready, go to the next one. This kind of thing is very nervous making for the public. Then, thank you. Very good. All right? Fine. That's known as the rehabilitation. Recapitulation there. Shall we do puppy? Fine. Any place in there. When I play, they don't pedal for me, Like, show me, prove it, prove it, prove it. Why don't you tie one arm up behind my back while you're at it? Come. Better. Wait.
So I'm too early with this one always?
You what?
Am I too early?
No, that's nice. I think la la dim ta ti ti dum pa 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 bi. Pa 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 bim. Tu ti dum. Nice. Now half. That was like 3/4. Yeah, for all of you students out there, really think of pianissimo as half of piano. Really, just half the amount of sound. Yeah. Keep the weight out. That was nice. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. As though you're getting closer to the sun. Come on, did I?
Fast now with the 60 notes?
No, 1 da da dee ba bum. That's fine for my ear. E da dee ba 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 da da dee. Yes, believe it or not, if you play these chords and you kind of let your arms go out, as though there are these wonderful Renaissance paintings. They have cherubs in north, east, south, west, in the four corners of the painting. And they have these little, cherubic faces, and they're the winds, the four winds of northeast, southwest, and they have these lines coming out of their mouths. Pretend that one of those heads blowing winds, air, is in your arm or in your armpits, and no, it raises your arms out like this, a little bit like that, and it actually enables the resonance to kind of roll in the air. If you you're not going to get it. Listen. Yeah, play. That was good, but listen to it. You have a long time. Listen. Ba-da-dee, da-dum. That's better. Da-da-da-da-dee-da-da, whatever. Come on. Da-da-dee, da-dee, Da-da-dum, cha-dum, ba 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 ba. Listen to it. Listen to it. Yeah. It was beautiful. Okay? Thank you. Beautiful. Thanks. Good. I'm going to stay here. Let's just take 2 minutes before we continue. And with those 2 minutes, I'd like to just tell a lovely little story about my sainted teacher, Schnabel, who had quite an experience. I mean, who knew Ravinia. He came here, played with Dr. Stock, Frederick Stock. That's some time ago. And they even recorded, I think they recorded Beethoven 4 and 5. Anyway, the story I'd like to tell has to do with encores. You know, that's a strange kind of Baroque dance of skeletons between performer and audience. It's a funny kind of dance. Sometimes when the audience is not all that pleased, the poor performer wonders, you know, is there enough applause for me to play an encore? You know, kind of thing. It's becoming the habit now in this country. It's really weird. You finish a concert, and immediately the audience rises to its feet. There's even sometimes whistling and shouting. And, you know, performer feels great. Walks off stage, and it all stops. That's it. Still in Europe, you know, they bring the performer back 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Sometimes, you know, with orchestra, when the people have actually left the hall, there's some enthusiasts who are still left in the hall clapping. Anyway, the point I want to make is that Schnabel never gave encores. He didn't believe in building a program like a menu, which is the way most programs are built today. You know, saving the desserts for the last, not realizing that desserts are usually the most indigestible part of the meal. But Schnabel would end with a piece like this G major sonata. This is just the first movement, but the end of it is also, it leaves one in heaven. And then to come out and play, you know, a few little display pieces, as they're known in the business as tchotchkes, kind of invalidates the whole program. And just recently, I remember seeing a review in the New York Times where the reviewer said the performer really didn't get warmed up until the encores. Anyway, the point of the story that I would like to tell is that he was once asked why he didn't give encores. And his reply, I think, is a classic. He said that I always thought that applause was a receipt, not a bill. It's worth thinking about, I think. It's very nice. Shall we go on? Hi, this is Julia Hamos. This is for me?
Apparently.
Are you telling me that I am not being heard? Can you hear me? Don't need it. Well, maybe your instruments are misfiring back there. Okay. Good. So, Julia will play. Oh, thank you. That was very thoughtful. I'm going to back up here as I was before. Julia, this is a tough program for you people today because, thank you, there are no tchotchkes. It's all, well, I'm not a vegetarian. So I guess I can say it's all red meat. But I know my wife would be unhappy with that. I'll have to think about a better way to describe all this stuff. It's vegan to the highest degree. Anyway, this is the Adagio and Fugue from Beethoven, Opus 110. And this is Julia Hamos. Hamos, excuse me. Thank you, Julia. Thank you. Wow. You know, I have an idea. There's a difference between various musics from different parts of the world. The main repertoire that we use today is, you might call it Eurocentric. It's based mostly in Europe and is essentially of three countries. I think I'll be able to remember the third one. In inverse quantity, it's French music, Russian music, and German music. Now, I'm not saying there isn't English and Spanish and Italian and from every other country, but that's the basic repertoire that we play. And I think these three musics address different parts of our nature. Nature's French music actually quantitatively is the smallest. They have basically two major composers. Debussy, who's one of the great giants and innovators and who has influenced everything that's come after him. Debussy and Ravel, who's also certainly one of the great orchestrators. But can you imagine, that's basically it. Yeah, you go back 100 years and you have Berlioz, but most of the others are kind of second tier after Debussy, Ravel. And that's impressionistic music. Meaning if you squint your eyes, you see impressionistically. If you could squint your ears, you would hear impressionistically. But French music is mostly sensual. It speaks to the senses, the sense of touch, the sense of taste, the sense of smell, sight and hearing. It's sensual. Russian music, there's more of it than French music. But it speaks to a specific part of the human soul. I think it's very subjective, and at times it's rather whiny. It's kind of breast beating and says, "Look how I suffer! Look how I suffer!" Great stuff, great tunes, but they speak to that part of our soul. The great majority of the music that we make is German music. And it's quite astounding, really, going back to Bach and Mozart. I include, Austria, Haydn, Beethoven, Schubert, Schumann, Brahms. It's quite amazing. And I think German music, in a way, is the most metaphysical of them all. it asks those great existential questions. You know, how do I relate to the universe? How am I like a brook? How am I like the leaf of a tree or the tree itself? And it addresses those aspects of our nature that want to delve into the cosmos. And this music is I think a perfect example of that. How this movement begins in a sense of despair, of isolation, of utter dejection, hopelessness. And it ends with a kind of confrontation of heaven, how he strives towards heaven, you know, the ever increasing white light, the brilliance of that blinding as one approaches the pearly gates. And these are different parts of the human soul. We don't have much chance to investigate that part of our souls because of the age in which we live. Contemplation, meditation, there ain't no time for that kind of stuff. You know, got your little thing here, and you know. So this movement, I think, Julia, really, it begins in Beethoven's favorite position, which is 2 octaves apart. There's this great, I wouldn't call it a void, but it's almost as though you could put your arms around the cosmos, and something's up here, and something's way down there. And there's this great thing here. I find it, the opening of this adagio, I know he says adagio ma non troppo, but I find it a little pushed. He also says una corda, which is, you know, in his day, thank you, dear, I can do that actually, isn't that kind? Wow, thank you. In his day, the keyboard actually did shift so much as to hit only one string. Today, it shifts only, you know, so that instead of hitting 3, you hit 2. One way of getting a pianissimo, if you put down each key slowly, black as well as white, you go down about 3/4 of the way, 2/3 of the way, and there's a little stop, right? That's where I forget the name of that thingamabob that hits against slips across the bottom of the hammer and sends it up into the string. If you pretended to play just down to that, you would get an eerie and unearthly kind of pianissimo. Try that. No, you're going to the bottom of the key. Relax, relax, relax. Go kind of, there you go. Beautiful. Yes, that's it. That's a different kind of sound, right? it's not so much a sound as it is a manifestation or a statement of a state of being. When you play this, how do you decide when to play the next note?
Sort of when the sound tells me to.
Really? No, wow.
How should I decide?
I think you really have to, especially when you come, yeah, I think if you play in eighths, you have to experience sixteenths. That's the way great orchestras, I'm sure. You know, how do 90, 100 people play so precisely together? It's not because some fool is up there with a stick, you know. Most orchestras, good orchestras, don't even look at them. That's, if you're a smart conductor and you come to a great orchestra, you give the downbeat and then you get the hell out of their way. You know, you let them play by themselves because they can do it much better than you can. The problem here is the 32nd, of course. 1, 1, 2, 3, 14. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, pam, pam, do. I really would do that. 1 and 1, pa, pam, pa. Beautiful. Now, suddenly, there's hope. And major. And and yeah, I would, that's, you go from this register to something that is warmer. I would, but I would play it richer. Do it from the, and but that hope is shattered. Oh, it's minor again. Ba, bim, ba, bum, ba, bim, ba, bum, ba, ba. Beautiful. And now this recitative. And two and da, now da 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 dee dum bum. That's good. Now andante ta. Yes, there's a crescendo through the three notes, right? So you do your crescendo on the first two, but then your third one you give up. Don't come. Da da tamba. Right. Ya ba 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 ba. Now there are 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. There should be 5. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And once you get there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gave me 6. I have to give you 2 back.
Okay. Sorry.
Ti ba 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 ba. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, sorry. We just
Yes.
extra counted one, so I got
Do you play this one after the dotted
yes,
16th?
and then
you start with 5.
yeah.
All right. I trust you. Let's go on. Let's do it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now cantabile, ti, do, pum, pum. Yeah, this is, I think, is a general misunderstanding. Just because he has the 3/8 notes joined together does not mean that they're triplets. He hasn't, so I think they're the same speed as these 8th notes. It's incredible. We complain about 20th century, 21st century music now, or somebody like Schoenberg, or many of these contemporary composers. Schaubel himself very often gave 2 or 3 or 4 different indications, markings for each note. They were terribly precise. In these first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think in the first 9, 10 bars, there are over 20 directions, 20 signs by Beethoven telling you how to play. I mean, he had a very clear idea of what he wanted. So, this was nice. The cantabile, tim, pam, pam. Now less slow. And yeah, I find that a little much. I think from this via this harmony to another diminished 7th chord is a little more tragic, is a little more hopeless, especially when he follows with yeah. So timba ti, nice. Tim pum 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now yeah. Yes, can I ask that you play with longer fingers? There is, if you play on the finger, the key goes down very directly, very quickly, and has a fast attack. If you play on the pad of the finger, which means an elongated or stretched out finger, there's a tendency to slip on the key, slide on the key, which slows down the descent of the key and takes the attack out of it. So instead of ba, 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 instead of that, you get with pedal, all right. That's nicer. Good. Right. Klagender Gesang, wailing song. Oh, what incredible sadness and despair. And this is like a string quartet. Yes, and that was nice. Slide on it. And the syncopation is an unusual event, supported. And then come on. 3, 4, 5, right. Nice. Now again, syncopation. The 3, 1, 3, 1. Take your come, bass, right, God, da da ti da ti dum da ti dum ti da di ba ba bum 2 1 2 1 2. Nice. Ti. Listen how it changes. Yes. Da di dum da da. Pa bum ba ba bi. Dum pa pa ti da ti da ti da ti da ti da ba ba ti da ti da ti ba. Nice. Da da di da 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 di di bum pi ba bi ba ba ba. Simple, simple. 2 3 1 2. Quiet is quite neutral. Just lift gently. 2 3 1 2 3 1. Right. Now you waited so long. Come now. Right. This material is from the very opening of the piece. He has these ascending fourths. So he takes that material and makes it the beginning of hope. That was very lovely. At one point I thought it got maybe a little too hot. Mm-hmm. It is despair, and despair has this hopeless, this kind of empty quality about it. But then it was very, very beautiful. Good. Now, I really would think, especially, he doesn't. It's not 1 2 1 2. It's 2 1 2 1. So it, the gesture is towards going up, go up. It's also, it's represents hope, I think, in a way. What you have to do is think about the patterns that he sets up in the eighth notes. Dee da da dee, da 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 dee, da 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 dee, da da dee da da dee. You can either do ti or da ti or ti dee ba dee dum ba do, and then come to this syncopation. Da dee da dee da da dee da dee da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da da. So look for patterns and shape them like a sculptor. Come once more from dee, do, dee. Yeah. With your thumb, you're hitting the key. It's different. I would do, all right, do thumb there. There you go. That's nice. Pedal, pedal. Nice. Pedal warmer. Now, big sudden crescendo. Yes, but It's with hope. I get a little bombastic quality. It's not. Don't hit the key. Do, di, come right from there. More. Nice, back down. And very good with the outline, excellent. Pedal warm. Change every half bar. Pedal, no, nice. Pouring the feeling. Not rough. Yeah, I think it's more important to get to here so that you can get to there. I don't believe in these kind of musical aneurysms. You know, they're too likely to burst. Yeah, I think it takes the strength out of it. Good. Any place in there. Nice, very good. Not rough. Yeah, he doesn't ride a retard. And then the different yes. I'm not sure. I am sure. I disagree with you. You make an airspace between this and that.
Yeah.
And I know the pedal comes off, but that, and I'm not even sure what edition this is.
It's Henley.
It's Henley. Henley, I think, is vastly overrated. Vastly. Especially in Chopin. In Chopin, they are terrible. Chopin has at least 3 or 4, maybe sometimes 6 different versions of things. Henley gives you only one possibility, and in my opinion, is always the worst one. So I would just take another pedal if you want, or just, but not an airspace. Okay? And that's better. Yeah, once you start your tempo, be quite fixed with it. If that's it, then continue. I hear, a little. And D to the D to the D da 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 da. Da 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 ti ti da da da. Yeah. you always clip that last note. Not to clip it, let it speak. Go ahead. Keep it going, keep it going. Don't clip it, just lift it a little. That's nice. Nice. Even the left hand. Weakening in a way. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Surprise. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Slide. Slide, actually. Slide. Don't. That's it. That's right. Don't roll. That's better. That's better. Right. Diminuendo. Now this is poi a poi di nuovo viente, little by little. So I think that this probably has to start slower. And then maybe just a bit more. And you have to decide where. I would do it at this double bar, or here actually. Bring it back. This would probably be tempo. But he says, bit by bit. So I wouldn't do it instantly. Nach und nach wieder auflebend. Yeah. Now it's upside down. Left hand. Now we are in our tempo. That's good. Not too fast now. Then they can pick yeah. One of the things to help support that sforzato is to make a crescendo to the next downbeat here. Whatever it is, then crescendo to there, and then otherwise this is left hanging in the air. Okay, that's fine. The last one. 1, 2, 3, That's right. Don't rush those eighths. Give them their full time. That was nice. Yes, don't emphasize the half bar, but fill in And all of this is all, it was his vision of, I guess, approaching the pearly gates. It's that white light. It's incredible. Any place in here. That's the one. Now, not fast. Oi, do not slow down. Do not slow down. That sounds like, 20th Century Fox or Metro Goldwyn Mayer. No, it's difficult, and then go play Campanella. Off, slowly off. That's right. Foot and hands, arms simultaneously. Very good. Thank you, dear. Not at all. Thank you. Thanks. For what? Questions? This is for questions? Here, catch. No, I would like to end this afternoon with 3 words of great wisdom. From the great German philosopher Klaus Frank, who is known to his friends as Claude Frank. Claude passed away in December. He's an old friend of Ravinia, of the Steans Institute. And there's a concert, I think, in July in his memory. But his 3 words, think about them. Procrastination saves time. Bye-bye.